Yeah, get you one. Hell yeah.
Muslim blunt.
I got hot.
Oh, hot damn. Happy Friday. Oh, yeah. It's a 3-1-2-4 first weekend in March. Hell yeah. Steve Jessup with you right here. Cheers on the Jessup Show podcast. Get yourself one of these drinks, man. It's the damn weekend. Let's get into it. Cheers. Sober dicks. We got sober dicks. Sober dicks in the house on a Friday. Hell yeah. So many cool things going on. Want to make sure you know May 11th, right there in Toccoa, Georgia. You know, Toccoa, that's close to like Atlanta and Greenville, South Carolina, and Asheville. I'm going to be doing a live comedy show right there Saturday, May 11th at the Ritz Theater, and I want you to get your ass down there. We're going to have a hell of a time. Don't miss that. Get your tickets now. SteveJessup.com, May 11th in Toccoa, Georgia. Oh, my God. On a Friday, we got something special for you. Today's show, we're calling it Before There Were Regulars. I got it. Don't you fucking...
Carrying on like that.
If I get one cross look out of you cocksuckers today, all right, I'm just not having it. Not having it. You know, sometimes you got to just let these fucking low-budget help. Very special show. Before there were regulars, okay, we had some conversations with some pretty amazing people, and those shows have been locked away in a vault. They're not even on this channel. So the Subjects went through and culled together the highlights, the best of the best, cream of the motherfucking crop, y'all. Come on.
Take me to jail, motherfucker!
Oh, we are gonna see some highlights from Reno Collier, comedian. John Hickok, gun expert. Monty Mitchell, comedian. Carla Schultz, comedian. Aaron Weber, comedian. Mike Merrifield, comedians. It's gonna be a funny-ass fucking show. I highly advise you kick back, enjoy your smoke. Check out some of these clips I know a lot of you have never, ever even seen before. We're going to get it started with comedian Reno Collier telling a badass Toby Keith story. R.I.P. Toby. Son of a bitch. We lost the good one. This is a great story about Toby, y'all. Reno Collier, here he is.
Toby Keith has the greatest USO story of all time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like I love that dude, man. We did the roast with him, and he used to come to our shows
you
and
were
stuff.
on fucking Comedy Central on the roast.
Yeah.
Fucking
and
A.
he'd come and hang out and everything. And so I was telling him these stories about going to Iraq, and they let us shoot everything. And I thought my stories were good. I caught some shit on fire by accident, and shells were going behind us and burning stuff. And I thought it was pretty good. And he goes, I don't want to be one of those like one-uppers. But he goes, it was like 2 weeks before I was supposed to go to Iraq, and my opening act fell out. And he's like, I got to find somebody quick, right? And he's like, who will go? He's like, Nugent. He goes, Nugent will go. So he calls up
Ted Nugent?
Ted Nugent. He calls him up,
A.
and he goes, Ted, you want to go to Iraq in 2 weeks? And Nugent's like, yeah, I'll go right now. And he's like, all right, in 2 weeks, we're flying over. We're going to be there for like a couple weeks. We're going to go all over the country and do shows. He's like, I'm in. So they fly him private, the USO does, and they stop in Italy to go through customs, right? And they get off the plane, and Nugent is pacing on the tarmac, like going, oh, God. And they're searching through the plane. And Toby's like, he doesn't do drugs. He doesn't even drink.
Right.
He's like, no. He's like, what is wrong with you? And he's like, look, my pistol's taken apart and it's hidden throughout the airplane, but I have 100 rounds of ammunition wrapped around my stomach. And Toby's like, what? And he goes, what are you doing with 100 rounds of ammunition? He goes, I got 99 for the Iraqis and 1 for Uncle Ted. And Toby's like, what the fuck is wrong? What's wrong with you?
They have bullets over here.
And he's thinking he's going to get taken hostage. He's like, we're going to play the guitar. So they go over, they do the tour, right? They do the shows and everything. And the last day, they would let us just blow stuff up. Like I got to shoot a grenade launcher and a 50 cal.
Their shit.
Their shit, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all lined up, and the troops are lined up beside the firing range, and there's these dummies and targets and these berms, and they're firing into them, and Toby's on a 50 cal, and he's like, bah, 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 just blowing into it, and the troops are like, Toby! And he's like, yeah! And Nugent gets down, and they're like, Nugent! And he's like, bah, 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 bah. He runs out of ammo. Toby said he stands up and does like this crazy, stupid police roll thing, pulls out his own pistol and starts dropping clips on the dummy, like, dish, 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 dish. Dish, 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 dish,
like he's in a movie.
Yeah, and the troops are like, holy shit, he has his own gun. And they're like, Nugent! And Toby's like, what the hell? This is my gig.
What is this? I like, you know what, when Jack and Jose hang out, Mike, isn't that nice when Jack and Jose get together? And they don't normally. Jose.
No. I don't get Jack and Jose together at the same night anymore. When I was 21, maybe, but no more. I stay consistent with my liquor through the night.
But Jose wants to hang out. I mean, he's been cutting Jack's yard all fucking day. And he's like, you got a nice pool, Jack, can I hang out? And then he brings all his friends and the party kicks off. And it doesn't get good. Damn Latina chicks get there and start shaking that.
Party on, Jose.
Now, this is a Daniel Defense Mark 18. It's just a AR-15 variant, basically.
Okay.
And it's technically a pistol. So this is technically a handgun for all.
That's how it's registered with the gun peoples?
Right, as a handgun. Yeah, exactly. So that's how I'm able to have this short barrel.
ATF.
Right, exactly. But, yeah, there are places where you can't have stuff like this 60-round drum magazine. Of course, this is all unloaded and everything. You can't have stuff like that in some places.
That's fucking cool. I don't think I've ever seen a magazine like that. I mean, I've seen it in videos and stuff, but that's cool. Can I hold that magazine?
Check it out.
What, how many does this hold?
60.
60. Is this how you load them in right here?
Yeah, there's a little lever. You pull that up, and then you put the rounds in. Like, I don't know if the camera can see this, but you push this little lever right here.
Yeah.
And then push a round in, and then it kind of ratchets back. And then you push it again.
Okay, it didn't flap open.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were like, boop, boop, boop.
The old ones are like that.
The old ones open up?
Yeah, like I've got a Thompson and the drum magazine for that. You have to, like, pull this little tab off and pull the cover off and then set the rounds down in there a certain way. It's kind of a pain.
Man, that is cool. Okay, so that's a AR pistol.
Right.
With all kinds of... What's the stock on it?
Okay, so the deal with these is this company called SB Tactical. They came up with this like maybe the most revolutionary thing that's happened in the gun world in a very long time. And they created this thing that's called a brace, right? So before, if you bought an AR pistol, it only had the buffer tube. So it's literally just a metal tube coming back here. And you could try to put it on your shoulder, but it didn't really work great.
Right.
And then these guys came out with this thing to where it's for people who have disabilities, and they can strap it around their arm, and it makes it easier for them to hold up the pistol, basically, right?
Right.
But you can also put it on your shoulder, and it works like a stock. So
okay, so it's one of them
it's tricky.
loopholes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dipping my dick in the States of America. I came to Nashville because I'm really good at writing country songs like that one just then. That's probably going to be a hit.
Yeah.
I watched the Garth documentary the other night. I'm fired up, Monty. I'm going to take over country music. Right, Mike? Didn't we watch it?
It was good stuff, yeah. Well, we watched part one. We have the second part to watch.
That's right. Mike,
What is it?
Mike made me watch it, actually.
What is it?
It's a documentary on Garth Brooks. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Has it talked about him cheating on his wife yet?
What?
Trisha Yearwood,
Monty,
right?
what a dick.
Did I
Monty
spill
just
it?
jumps right
Did I
into...
spoil it? Ah.
I mean, we might have thought maybe
Well, that's what makes
Garth was out there getting some fucking stank on his dank.
That's how you know that.
But I mean, if you were the biggest fucking artists, not just country, but artists out there how hard would it be to keep your dick out of stuff?
Impossible.
And
Impossible.
you probably have to swat the puss away like mosquitoes.
Yeah. Well, it just goes to show he's a superstar, but he's still human. Still gotta get my dick wet.
Yeah. I'm just glad to hear that his dick worked.
Yeah. But where he messed up is he fell in love. He got his dick wet and he fell in love.
If I'm following the timing right, and it's like a documentary series, it's on Netflix. About Garth, Lord and Jesus. Man, I'm gonna get Garth to come over and sit. He's right over down the road from me.
Yeah.
I know where he lives.
Tell Garth.
I might have been to his house.
Yeah.
Mike, is this a weird coincidence? Like you were saying that you were watching a show with her and pointing out weird coincidences? His wife, Trisha Yearwood, T.Y., is also the name of his guitar player that's been with him forever.
Oh, shit.
His roommate, T.Y. Ty.
Oh.
Man.
Fuck, man. He might be an alien.
That shit was meant to be.
Like, we're famous. We're
Right.
cool. I can't settle down with just you.
And I kind of think that's maybe what Garth did.
Yeah.
You know, because he was with Sandy. And,
Is that where you're at in the documentary? It hasn't talked about Trisha Yearwood yet?
yeah. Yeah, we met Trisha Yearwood. He met her when he just moved to town, just started songwriting. So,
He said he
He
fell
was
in love with her the first time he met her, though.
yeah.
That's kind of sweet, but...
But that, you see what I'm saying? He was brand new married, okay?
Ah.
And then he had wild success.
Yeah.
So I'm probably thinking maybe him and Sandy just got together and said, listen, I'm going to be fucking this bitch over here. All right?
You can like it or leave it.
Yeah, why don't you just hang tight? If you get some D on the side, don't tell me about it. I'll still pay for shit. We got kids to raise.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Probably some cool kind of deal like that where he's like, I'm pretty much the biggest entertainer in the world right now. If you had your head screwed on right, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's right.
Where's the line?
I mean, I think biting's close to the line.
It's close, but you get into it.
It's within spitting distance of the
You
line, I'll tell you that
nibble.
much.
If she was like
Say I
your
nibble?
dream girl, you'd nibble.
I don't know. I'm weird about all that stuff.
What if she said, all right, I got this weird thing going on where I like.
Okay, first of all, I tap out right there. She said I got this weird thing and she points to her arm. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I'm gone. But what were you going to say?
Yeah, and by the way, I'm gonna add a wrinkle. All right?
Okay.
I'm gonna add a wrinkle.
Yeah.
I gotta do this first because this might be derived from real life. All right. Say a girl's nubbed at the high wrist. Okay.
Okay.
No hand, nubbed it up.
Yeah.
And she's waving that fucking thing around at you.
Why is she waving it around?
Well, it's just upsetting when there's not a hand attached and you're getting a little fucking pointer stick.
But I understand. So she's aware that she has that.
Yeah.
Why is she waving it around?
Because she's comfortable with it, and you should be too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's putting that on you, motherfucker. Deal with this fucking thing waving at you. You know what I'm saying? You know who that is?
Who is that?
A lot of people don't know. That's Richard Pryor. I like to have Richard laughing every once in a while.
Oh.
So Richard's laughing, we're laughing, stupid nubheads waving her
Okay,
thing
she's
around.
waving it
And
around.
She goes, you know what I like? I really like it when you fuck me in the armpit. And she puts a bunch of Crisco in there and wipes it around. And then she holds her fucking nub like that. You gonna fuck that armpit. You gonna fuck that
Your question is what I would do.
Yeah, would you tap
I would
out?
I would get in my minivan and drive home and call my parents on
You
the
wouldn't
way.
even be like, well, I mean, nobody's gonna know. I mean, I'm not. It's before cell phones.
Oh, this is in the past.
I mean, maybe.
Okay. Let's keep adding layers to this. This is in the past.
I'm just saying, when it happened to me, there weren't cell.
I have had edibles. And weed. And also tequila. Cheers.
That's my favorite thing.
I'm going to a blue hole today. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm up here in Tennessee, there's a lot of holes. And I like to get in holes.
Blue ones, specifically?
Yeah.
Specifically?
Sometimes I don't like a hole. You know, like sometimes a hole can just be mouthing off, and I have these opinions, and I want to say this about this, and I'll be like, shut up, hole. But today, I'm going to go get in a hole. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bro, get it to fucking together.
What?
Get it together, man. We're podcasting.
Mike, I'm sorry.
You can't be nodding off in the middle of my conversation about
Mike, I'm fucked up.
No, you're doing it wrong if you're doing that. That's the point that I'm so lazy I don't want to do it. You got to hold yourself up so you can see them titties. It's like doing a full push-up. You're in 100% position at push-up, where 0 would be you're pushed down chest against the floor. You're at 100% length arm extension in missionary. Are you not? Are you not doing that?
Maybe I don't have the arm strength for that.
You've been just laying on top of her?
I just have her carry my weight, bitch. Do your job.
My wife would never have that. My wife would be so mad. Oh my God. My wife she's been working out lately, so she's gotten in the mode of like calling me a bitch if I do bitch stuff.
Like what?
Like if I don't hold myself up, if I try to leave my weight on her during sex, that's like bitch stuff.
Oh, man. Sometimes you need to rest.
That's when she goes on top. That's called lady cowgirl position.
What about like when you are tired already and the girl just keeps on yelling out harder, harder, faster, more and more, and you're just like, I'm about to fucking die.
I've literally said
have a heart attack.
I've said this is as hard as it gets. That's it.
Yeah. You
That's
know what
it.
I've also said? You act like you don't know how long it is. Like what? Should I run in from another room? Mike?
Just full projectile.
Yeah, the idea that I'm not already giving you all of the dick I'm capable of giving you. I'm trying to push it down to the root. I'm trying to get every last centimeter in there.
Are you writing songs?
Dude, I'm going to be so fucking rich. I'm just cranking them out one after another. I just get up in the morning on the shitter and I'm like, another Garth Brooks hit. Boom. And I set it down next to the toilet.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back to it at some point.
Some other time.
Yeah.
Maybe you could share with us one of
why
your
don't you
latest
sing one?
songs.
Mike, I mean, Reno doesn't play the guitar.
I mean, but like you sing, you do this without musical accompaniment all the time. I mean, you're a professional.
Yeah.
You think John Cash ever said, "Oh, I can't,"
I kind of
sing
feel
that?
like they put me on the spot.
You know what's weird?
shit.
I think most songwriters do. They explain it just like you did. Like they write them while they're taking a shit, and then they set them down, and then forget about them, and then come back to them, and then like 30 years later, when they remember they were taking a shit, they wrote it down. They go back and get it, and it's I got friends in low places, and you.
Yeah, because it turds.
Right.
Low places.
That's
they're down in there.
right.
They're underneath my asshole. That's where my friends hang out.
I think that he wrote that song after the first time his balls touched the water.
Do you have one of those low hanging?
Man, I mean, as you get older, that bitch stretches out. I am worried about that.
I'm sitting on one right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you wanna-
like when I go to the airport, that sets it off every time. They're like they see something
and then they think there's something in your pants.
Yeah. Every time I go through, I tell my wife. She's like, "Did you get stopped at security?" I'm like, "LHB."
And then
low
they
hanging ball.
when they're going up.
They go with the back of their hands. They say, but then when they feel it, I don't know what they're thinking.
I don't like it. I want to have a confrontation.
Confrontation?
Yeah.
I act like I like it. Like while they're doing it, I'm like,
Oh man, that's the way to go.
It makes them quick. They stop
that
immediately.
is the way to do it because I get mad and I'm like, I want to go. You like that? You fucking, you know.
But if you just go like this, they'll stop. They'll stop. Yeah. And then go, I'm done.
Oh man, I don't even need to take care of myself today, motherfucker.
Thank you so much. Or when they start touching, be like, I'm wearing a condom.
Do they do that before you get on the private jet? Whenever
No, but dude, I haven't flown those in a while. I'm back to.
Would maybe y'all would do each other before you get on the jet?
Yeah,
like you
Foxworthy
would
do that to me all the time. That's how I got the gig. I had to let him check me before I got on the plane.
Right. And you know, the first gig, and Foxworthy's like, hey, we don't have security, so I'm going to have to give you the whole pat down. And
Yeah.
you're like, well, this is
He
weird.
popped a glove and he's like, you might get fingered.
And Nashville is like the bachelorette party capital of the world. And I don't know if you know this or not, pandemic or not, whores are out there getting married.
Ah.
Bitches be hooking up.
I like whores. Do
So it's going to be crawling with whores.
when we go to the comedy bar Halloween weekend that we will penetrate?
Oh, I'm going to go, if you're asking me, do you want a percentage likelihood of penetration?
Yeah.
I would say for me, because I'm headlining, probably 75%. And my costume's going to be dope. And for you, I would say on Halloween, likelihood that you're going to get laid, 4%.
I don't like that.
Maybe
I
5.
don't like those odds at all.
Maybe 10 because you'll be wearing a jacket to cover up all that. You know, maybe.
What do you mean all that?
You know, part of you.
My supervisor and coworker showed up drunk at my house.
Oh, okay.
Unbeknown, had
After work?
Oh yeah, it was like 9 o'clock at night, and proceeded to fuck in my living room.
What?
Yeah, and they're like, "Hey, come on!"
Man,
Now-
I like your low level
no.
example.
No,
Wait,
not come on.
wait a minute. Okay, so when I say
We
like,
just thought you might like to party.
when I was saying like, what's a low level example? I was thinking that maybe you caught a dude looking at your ass in the cop-in room. But what you're saying is that your immediate supervisors came over to your house and fucked it out in your living room and then just said, deuces, bitch, and left their jizz all over. I feel like that might be crossing a bigger line.
Have you been late since you've been in Tennessee?
Does the dog count?
Gonna make me come.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, you got somebody in mind. I mean, I'm
No,
hoping you're
no.
not making
No,
propositions.
I'm not making propositions. Just you've met some of this backwoods Tennessee girls, hadn't you?
How's it different from backwood Louisiana girl?
Probably.
Because you traveled around, so you met a lot of backwoods girls.
Your Louisiana girls wear them white rubber boots.
Shrimp boots.
Shrimp boots.
Yeah.
Is that sexy? Yeah.
Also helps you keep the ticks off. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, when you're out fucking in the woods, you want to have rubber boots on.
Also helps snake bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, she don't even give a shit. She can just walk anywhere with them white boots on.
Sometimes if I have the shits, I'll wear rubber hip waders and shit to my fucking hips. Yeah, I'll fill my britches up to the rim. Oh man, do you ever go to the UP?
I have been to the UP. Yeah.
A lot of people don't know about the UP. The Oopers. Uppers.
Yeah, the Oopers. Yeah.
Oopers.
And they call people in South Michigan, they call them trolls.
Because they're down?
Because under the bridge, they're underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real interesting thing going on there because the way I heard it, now you tell me if I'm wrong, and maybe if you are an Uber, or you are even a troll, whatever. Give me some background on this, because one time I was working up there construction, and this dude said to me, now the Ubers are separated and locked by water.
Yeah, it's Lake Superior up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did a casino gig.
Kind of like an island.
I guess so. Yeah, if you just forget about Canada.
Yeah, it goes out to a point or something like that. And so
I don't. I'd have to look at a map. Yeah.
It's because a lot of people not coming and going that they're fucking their families, and there's a bunch of incest up there.
Dude, there's a lot of that going on
and
up there.
People act crazy.
Yeah, I can see that. That would explain a lot of the behavior we saw when we were up there.
Me too.
Because I'd be up there, I spent about a week up there, and they were making fun of my accent and making fun of the South. And I was like, do y'all know where you live? I mean, this is wild stuff going on up there.
Man, I had this dude I was working with. We was down at the casino, got fucked up, and he hooked up with this girl who wanted to bite. She wanted to do a lot of biting.
She wanted to bite him?
Yeah, she wanted
to be bit or bite him?
Both. That's what I'm saying. Bite him, bite her, a lot of teeth. Since when did you ever think your teeth and just gotta be like, I gotta go jack off? I gotta go jack off. I'm so turned on by my teeth right now.
What'd your buddy do?
He bit.
Oh, yeah. Special thanks to all those amazing comedians for popping in before we had all these amazing regulars. Now, I don't know, Sober Dicks. I'm thinking if you just watch this and you would like to see us have more people into the shop, mix in with the regular shows, let us know in the comments. Let us know. We'd like to see some more of these comedians. Oh, yeah. Check this out. Right here, SteveJessup.com. We got all this amazing new stuff. Don't be a salty bitch. Yeah.
Oh. Take me to jail, motherfucker!
Oh, yeah, you salty bitch.
Really?
Yeah. Making dick moves. Look at that. Relax, bitch. It gets worse. I've got the warning. I carry 17 rounds of heaven. That's right there. You can get all this stuff. SteveJessup.com. Brand new I Know My Rights shirts. You're my plan B. Laying pipe for a living. Hell yeah.
Smoke a blunt, carrying on like that.
Check it out. Get something new. That helps us out. Special thanks again to all those comics. Next week, we are back with the one and only regulars and anybody else who wants to stop by live here, 420 on Friday. Don't miss it. Come on now. Oh, yeah. I need another beer.
Been a long, hard week of working. Tired, my fingers bleed. Been a long, hard week of working. Tired, my fingers bleed. It's 4:20 on Friday. I know what I need. Need whiskey and women and a little weed. 2 a.m. in the morning, riding with my gun. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, riding with my gun. None of us y'all driving, cops will ruin our bug. It's whiskey and women. just because. Had run-ins with the po-po. My wrist have been black and blue. Had run-ins with the po-po. My wrist have been black and blue. I ain't got time for that stuff. I got shit to do. These whiskey and women, sticky icky too.